What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Itz-Beez-Da, TrackStar, and welcome back to another Dancehall Masterclass episode. So, in the last video, we built a basic drum pattern, and now we will expand on that and show a few simple little techniques to add some intrigue and some different vibe to your pattern, and small little things that you probably overlooked that you probably never really thought that, oh, wow, I never knew that could do that. And, you know, certain stuff that you couldn't possibly do without this one individual feature that I'm actually going to talk about. So, in FL Studio, there is a knob here at the top that says slide. When you hover over it, or swing, right? So basically what swing does is, now, if I were to put, let's show you. Let me first show you and then I'll explain it. So if I were to put a kick behind these two and a snare behind these two and play it normally, cool. If I increase the swing, notice the first one plays different from the second. Let's try that again. Cool. Let's put the swing at halfway. Back to 0. A quarter. Halfway. 3/4. All the way. Cool. Basically what this does is, it allows you to play notes in unique ways, right? Without swing, and it only affects sampler notes or step sequencer notes. If I had a chord progression, swing wouldn't really have any bearing on that. Not to my knowledge. I've never seen swing affect MIDI. It affects the step sequencer stuff. I never seen it affect like a VST or stuff like that. I'm not saying that it cannot, but I've never seen it. So basically, what that allows you to now do is get very creative, because, you know, a lot of that old school stuff, those were the type of stuff that were implied. Now, it might not have been as drastic as this. But it's definitely something that adds some realism. So let's play swing on the whole thing now and listen to the difference between all of the instruments. Let's even take out these. Let's just leave it as we had it originally and just play it with swing on. It sounds like a total different pattern, right? Now, what it actually does, I cannot really explain it. It's something that I like to just mess around with every now and then. I've really used it over the past few years, but especially when you are doing like, you know, like the R&B type of stuff that, you know, does, you know, kind of weird drum patterns really kind of come in handy. It would be awesome. You know, it would be a feature that is very, very well worth it. Very awesome to use. Yeah, like in a situation like this where I'm like about almost at 12 o'clock with the knob, where it's slightly doing something, but it's not changing the sound completely. You know what I mean? So you can make a very simple pattern and simply just use swing to then change that, right? So that's one way of doing that. Another way of doing that, which is a way that I really like, is adding extra instruments of the same, you know, I would say, category or class or genre. So another snare, another clap, and playing them in a different way. So basically, let's add another snare. All right, so let's add snare 24. And now we're just going to play a different pattern outside of the snare at the top. So we don't have anything here. So what we could do now is, now what this allows me to do is, now I can go from there into the piano roll and, you know, make adjustments, add notes here and there, basically, you know, and slowly like fill out the pattern while keeping my pattern as it originally was. You understand what I'm saying? And you can do that with any instrument. You might like your hi-hat pattern and say, you know, I want a different, you know, a different sound, I want a different flavor, or I want a different hi-hat doing something else. All I have to do is simply just add a different hi-hat, something that sounds different, like this. And you could have that basically taking up the empty spots where the other hi-hat isn't playing. Just have this hat take up all of that empty space. You know, and what you could do, basically, which is something I'll expand on in the very next video, is once you start building a mix, I haven't been doing it this whole time, but that is on purpose. So one thing to practice is while you are building your track, you start to build your mix. You know what I mean? Basically, while building the track, build the mix or build the image of the track. Meaning get your instruments away from each other, because right now we have everything going straight down the center, you know, and that's not really good because there's no space now. It's all crowded, you know, so nothing really has an area to shine. But like I said, I'll touch on that more in the next video. So I really kind of wanted to just go over swing and more specifically just adding, you know, changes or discrepancies or differences in your patterns, you know, making the patterns, making stuff stand out, making stuff sound different, right? I have accomplished that. So until next time, it's your boy, Itz-Beez-Da, the TrackStar. Peace.